We've been hearing a lot about social media lately and how different sites like Facebook are working to improve the user experience. Joining us this morning is RYAN Polgar, who's a digital citizen expert and is also just back from a pretty big conference in San Francisco. So we will talk about that conference in just a minute. But first and foremost, I want to talk about these social media sites. We're seeing big changes. Facebook just announced that it wants to change the user experience, get people a little bit more connected. What are we seeing and why?
2018, Amanda, is the year of the existential crisis for social media. So you have Mark Zuckerberg saying one of his major goals for 2018 is to ensure that we have meaningful engagement or interaction through Facebook and other social media platforms, and also this idea of time well spent. I think it's the concept that social media has promise, but it also has peril. So we want social media to make us more connected, happier, and more informed. But what have we seen? We've seen a discussion around teen anxiety. We've seen discussion around disconnection and misinformation, fake news. We need to change that. But again, that's not going to naturally happen. I think Mark Zuckerberg knows that.
You know, I want to talk about those negative aspects that we're talking about of social media here. Like you said, you know, we have tech addiction, we have the echo chambers, which is like a confirmation bias, we have fake news that's being disseminated. Where do these issues go in 2018?
Sure. Where this is going to have to go is some pushback, really, from us, and that's why we're talking about it. Because you think about like something like the automobile industry, that didn't naturally just evolve. The auto industry wasn't saying, hey, let's put in some seatbelts. It wasn't until Ralph Nader said unsafe at any speed in the 1960s that we actually had to promote the seatbelt use. You have the same thing with social media and technology. We have pushback that's happening from myself and others that are saying, I understand the promise, but this is not naturally happening. We're designing sometimes Facebook, Twitter for eyeballs as opposed to enjoyment, and that's what needs to change. We need to improve the well-being. Social media at its base should be, again, enjoyable. It should be connecting us, and it's not always doing that.
And, you know, I want to bring up really quickly, too, the Social Media Safety in School Conference. You just came back from it. It's obviously a very, very important topic. What did you learn? And I guess, you know, also, what information did you give out as well?
Yeah, this was an event that was presented by the social media platform After School for Teens in San Francisco. And what we talked about is that we need to better align social media with user well-being. This focused on social media's role with reducing teen suicide, a major issue. So we had a collection of organizations and experts, educators, and students. And really what we learned is that we need to bring these stakeholders together. There's a great amount of material and research and passionate people all across the world that want to get involved, but oftentimes we don't bring together industry, organizations, educators, and students. And that's what needs to change, and that's what I'm even trying to change. I have a new initiative called All Tech is Human that I'm launching today, and that's what it's focused on. If you go to alltechishuman.com, it's this idea that we can, again, move social media and tech to user well-being, and that's what we need to focus on in 2018.
David, this is a very big topic. We could talk for hours upon hours, but I appreciate you taking a couple minutes with us this morning.